We made $686 this week. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video, we're going to talk about how we made that $686. If you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where we sell cash secured puts, which means you agree to buy a stock for a predetermined price, and covered calls, which means you agree to sell a stock for a predetermined price. In either situation, you get paid a credit, and on top of that, we collect income through high-yielding dividend funds. And between these two approaches to earning money, our goal is to earn at least $600 every single week. And every Friday, we post a recap and a running total on what we've accomplished for the last 27 weeks. So we will jump over to our Excel file in 1 minute, but I always like to be fully transparent. Let you see every trade that we have made. As you can see, we do have dividends coming in today. They'll probably hit the account here shortly. $217 from ULTY, $95 from YMAX, and Iris Energy, IREN, right there, $6.50 per share. We sold a covered call, which means we agree to sell it for $6.50 per share. And every option contract is 100 shares. I had 2 option contracts, and the stock price was above $6.50 share, so that means it gets called away, and I get paid that $1,300 or the value of the shares that I agreed to sell it for on top of the credit that I already collected when I opened the position. So that's awesome. Let's filter on our options for the week. We collected $312 in options and like $348 in dividends this week. But here's our options. Like I said, I'm going to go to my Excel file where we can see it a little bit easier, but I always want you to see my trade history in Robinhood so you can see the money we made this week from the 21st all the way through the 24th. Over $686 we collected this week. We beat our minimum of $600 every week, again for the 27th straight week. The account is sitting at $62,073. When the account hits $70,000, our weekly goal will go from a minimum of $600 to a minimum of $700. So as we continue to grow, we continue to increase our weekly goal. But let's jump over to our Excel file so we can take a look at the week as well as the last 27 weeks. Okay, so here is first, before we do our running total, this is what we earned this week from selling options and collecting dividends. The first column, the stock column, are the ticker symbols: WULF, EOSE, JBlue, Tesla, BTBT, Hertz, Ulti, and YMAX. The credit column is the amount we collected from them, and column C, the play, is the type of contract it was. Rolled CSP means we changed our expiration date. So for example, we had a cash secured put, the CSP, on Wolf, meaning we agreed to buy the stock for a predetermined price. I wasn't ready to buy it yet or let the contract expire, depending on the situation. So I rolled it out another month and got paid another credit. This credit is in addition to the credit we collected when we opened the position. And we rolled EOSE, JBlue, and Hertz was a roll. I forgot to put rolled in front of it. That was not just a CSP, that was a rolled CSP. The CSP means cash secured put. That means we just opened that position. Tesla and BTBT, both great credit payouts this week, opening new positions. Last week, we didn't open any new positions. All we did was roll current ones. This week, we did open 2 new ones. Looking at our dividends, ULTY, $217 we earned this week in payouts. YMAX, $95. And together that gives us $686.50. Amazing. And if we jump to our running total tab, we are 27 weeks in a row of hitting our minimum goal. We started doing this on January 20th. Now, technically, I started this channel like at the beginning of January, but I was not showing my trade history until the 20th. And that's the sole reason why I have it starting on January 20th over the 1st. I did go and tally January 1st through the 20th, and I collected like $1,800 or whatever it was. But because I did not show my trade history then, I did not include it in this list. So it makes my list look a little less amazing. I mean, in my opinion, I think this is amazing. But 27 straight weeks where we have been over our $600 a minimum per week goal. I think our lowest week was week 12, beginning of April, 4.7 to 4.10. $618, still over the 600 a week goal, but I believe that is our lowest of the accounts so far in terms of weekly gains. If you sum all that up, all 27 weeks added together, we've collected $20,529. That's amazing. And if you would take that total of $20,529 and divide it by 27, the number of weeks we have been doing this challenge, it would average out to $760 per week. A nice little paycheck from my couch or from the kitchen, wherever I'm making these trades, not having to go anywhere, do anything extra. That's honestly like one of the best part-time jobs there is. And if you would take that average weekly total of $760 and multiply it by 52, you would get our per year total of $39,537. So almost 40 grand for a year of selling options. And like I said, once we hit $70,000, we will start to increase that to $700 a week. So our per year total average will start to go up. If we look at our running total on dividends so far this year, we've been paid out $5,834. So we're basically at a 3-to-1 ratio. Income is 3 times from option selling compared to dividend investing, which is fine. Like I said, I'm an option seller first, but these YMAX funds have been fun to add in here. And I want to jump over to our dividends tab, and give me a second while I formulate this. But right here, the 2 columns I want to look at are YMAX and ULTY. So year to date for YMAX, we have collected $2,234, and then year to date for ULTY, $2,214. So this, I guarantee, will be the last week that YMAX has earned more than ULTY. ULTY, I have a lot more shares. They are paying consistently every week. I mean, 2 weeks in a row at 10 cents. I never saw that coming. But that's just amazing. So our dividend payouts every week are just amazing from these funds. Again, I'll always say I think selling options is better, but I can't argue with the success that some of these funds are having. $312 alone collected this week in option selling, or not option, sorry, in dividend payments, and I gotta love it. So last part of the video, I am going to jump back to the Robinhood account. Awesome. So we had another amazing week. The account continues to grow. If you're someone that wants to learn how to sell options, I do have a course on Fiverr. I'll put the link in the description below. Also, check me out on Twitter. I'll put my username in the description as well. We are shooting for 3,000 shares of ULTY. We are currently at 2,120. We'll get $300 and some in dividends hitting the account here shortly. So on Monday, I will probably just drip that 310 into it. Not necessarily just exactly drip, but I'll just buy $310 worth of shares of ULTY on Monday. So that will continue to grow as we try to get to our new goal of 3,000 shares. I originally had a goal of 2,000, but the funds are drawing on me, and I'm loving investing into it right now, so I might as well continue to at least drip the dividends into it, and maybe some of the income earned from option selling. We'll see. Haven't truly decided on that. WiMAX, another great payout this week, 18 cents. I've been thinking about selling my WiMAX and investing it into ULTY, but that would probably be too heavy. It says I'm down $1,700 year to date, or total return, on WiMAX. But as we saw on the account, I've collected over $2,000 on that Excel file tracking our dividend payments through WiMAX, so I'm technically up. Whereas ULTY, we are up on share count because we have an average cost of $6.21, but we've also collected $2,000 in dividends there as well. So we have returned $2,000 of the $13,000 invested already, and another $200 is coming into the account here today, which is awesome. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love when you guys take the time to leave comments, discussion, chat about what your goals are. Help me out if you would. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, a comment, and help me grow if you would. I am enjoying YouTube, and I like the possibilities of the channel getting to a larger audience and then just get more people in on the discussion. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one.